Levi and James, not the perfect ending to the season. Fourth quarter, you were in the game, had a chance. What's that tell you about this team with James at 50% with another guy out? What's that tell you about the grit of this team that you were right there and had a chance?
Well, I think it tells us we got a lot of guys who are willing to compete no matter what. It really just came down to execution in the end. We weren't able to run our stuff. They had a great press, and we turned it over a few too many times to compete.
And James, going out there, was it not a matter of if you were going to go out there, just what you could give them with the knee situation?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I talked to the doctor, and we talked about some different options about how I could play because I didn't want to just sit out. But, I mean, it was tough, but, I mean, I did what I could, and we got some shots up. We got some plays we ran, and I feel like I made somewhat of an impact on the game, so it's what I hoped for.
I mentioned you guys were right there in the fourth quarter. You go in with the lead. What did you done well in that third quarter to kind of scratch back into it?
We really just kind of got some stops, packed it in on defense, made them shoot over us, and they weren't too hot tonight, so that was working for us when we weren't giving up the lane. But then whenever we started making mistakes, they just will kill you in transition.
What did you see, James, that you thought got you guys back into the game, got you into the lead?
Well, I mean, we were really good at getting onto our offense at first, but once they started pressing us and they got a couple turnovers, they realized that we were having a hard time handling it, and so they just kind of kept on it and increased it even more. And with me being less, I mean, usually I would take a lot of those ball handling duties, and I really couldn't. And then it was just hard for us to get into the plays that we were running in the first half.
Yeah, their press was kind of the sore thumb. Was that as good a press as you guys have seen this season?
Yes, sir. It was a really good press. We're not going to make any excuses. They took it from us.
You were two of the seniors. When you look at this season, I know it's raw, it's fresh. When you step back 10 years from now, 20 years from now, what do you think you'll take away from this season?
I just think about all the hours we put in this and how much closer it brought all of us. I mean, we're a really close team, close friend group, and even though we didn't win it, we spent so much time over the summers and over 4 years of hanging out, and it was fun to put the work in, even though we didn't win. I mean, just the process itself was rewarding in its own way a little bit.
What about you, Levi? I know James is talking about not winning. Y'all won a lot of games. Second place isn't the worst place in the world to finish up a season.
Yes, sir. Well, we're definitely disappointed to not have brought it home. We think we're as quality a team as they were, but they played better today. So, we're proud of. We think we've brought the program to a different level. We really had kind of a low spell for a handful of years before we arrived, and we sucked when we were young, and we got better and better. So, we're proud of how we've played, and we're excited for the young guys that still have a chance to make runs in the coming years.